it's dipping your toe, it's seeing what's the waters like. Do I like this vibe? Do I like the luxury handbag game? Does it make me feel sick to spend this amount of money on a bag? And you know, Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I want to share with you my top picks for first designer handbag purchases. All the bags are going to be under £1,500. What's the dollar equivalent to that? Is that like $2,000? Is it less? Is it more? I don't know. I'll put it on the screen. These are the ones that I think that you should, you know, have a browse at. It's gifting season. It's, you know, treat yourself season. So I kind of feel like now is the right time to put this video out there and give you some ideas on what you should get you for Christmas. Before we get into the video, my name is Kristen, and on this channel I like to mix luxury and affordable fashion and beauty. So if that sounds like something that you're interested in, then you might as well subscribe, and you might as well hit the notification bell, because you're probably going to be back here anyway. These are my genuine like recommendations, genuine suggestions. I've only put bags on this list that I personally would also consider. I'm not just going to give you the rundown of kind of like the bags that usually kind of make these lists. Don't get me wrong, there are quite a few that are on other people's lists and are obviously on this list as well, because they really are that good. And honestly, it's getting harder and harder to find good substantial bag options under the £1,500 mark. This is in no particular order, by the way. It's just a kind of randomly put together list. Start with one of the bags that we have here. So the Alma BB bag. How could I do this list without my beloved Alma BB? Guys, this is 1,130. I think my full review of the Alma BB will be up on my channel already, so if you want my full thoughts on the bag, then check out that video. I think it's a great first bag. I'm not going to go into tons of detail because, like I said, I've got that video, but I really do think it's a great bag. I think even the price point is actually, forgive me, decent. Watch that video and I go into more of my thoughts on that in that video. But yeah, I think this is a great option as your first bag. I think it's versatile, it can elevate an outfit, it goes with a lot of stuff, fits a good amount. I know a lot of people will do it from day to night. That's not my personal preference, but I can definitely see it working like that. And what's great about this style of bag is there's literally so many different, like there's epi leather, I think it comes in the Omron, and I think it comes in different colors in the epi, and it also comes in the classic monogram with the tan leather. If you're looking to Louis Vuitton for one of your first bags, I think that this is a really good option. Okay, next bag on the list. Sticking with Louis Vuitton, I think the NeoNoe is a really good option as your first handbag. This bag is quite near the top of my wish list at the moment. I can't seem to get it out of my head, but yeah, I don't know when I'm gonna pull the trigger on that one. I don't know, it's very timeless, but it's something a little bit different to your standard kind of tote bag. What's great about the NeoNoe is that it comes with the black kind of leather trim, which is great. It's very carefree. You can do it full canvas. You can also get the Omron, which is absolutely gorgeous. It comes with the damier ebene. It comes in the azure. Does it come in the azure? Did I make that up? It comes with the like caramel trim. It comes with the red trim. It comes with the pink trim. There's so many different like variations that you can get that suit that you know, that you'll find something that will suit your taste. And I think as an everyday bag, if you need to carry a bit more than what the Alma will fit, I really think that this is a good option for you. An alternative to the Neverfull. I don't know that they're really that comparable, in all honesty, because, you know, one is a tote bag that's going to fit, I would say, a fair bit more. However, it is that sort of like throw things in and go kind of bag. And I think if you are somebody that doesn't carry a load of stuff, but you probably need to carry a little bit more than what the Alma can fit, I really think the NeoNoe is a great option. And that's genuine because I also want that bag, okay? Okay, let's move on to Dior. I bet you didn't think there's going to be any Dior on this list, but there is. There's one bag from Dior. It's technically a wallet on chain, but it's actually just 1,500. Like, it is right on that top end of the budget that I personally would genuinely consider. Like, I've genuinely looked at this and genuinely been like, oh, this is so cute, I really want you. And it is the Dior Saddle Clutch. Can we just make sure that we're getting the right words right, because I know myself and I don't like to check these things. It's the Dior Saddle Pouch, okay? So you're getting that iconic kind of shape of the saddle on the flap of the bag, but it's really a sort of rectangular structured wallet on chain. You've got the gorgeous gold chain to it. You can get this in the oblique print, but you can also get it in a black grained leather, and I think both are stunning. I think if it's your first bag, maybe you're going to want to go with the black, because I think the black is workable with more kind of things, but also that Dior oblique is so iconic that for your first bag, that could also be a really like cool way to go. This isn't a bag that gets talked about a lot, but I personally think it's a really good option for your first bag. The reason why is I feel like for your first bag, there's different routes that you can kind of go down. You can go down the route of like, I want an everyday bag, you know, a casual bag, something that I can do all the bits, you know, live my daily life. You could go for something that is day to night, maybe like a camera bag style, or you know, some sort of, or even a flat bag, but something that easily and definitely works in the daytime, but something that transitions to evening really nicely. Or you could go for a really special evening bag, you know, something where you use it for your special nights out, for your special dinners, like whichever option you kind of go for, I think it's totally up to you. And you know, I know people are like, don't save things to best or whatever, but you know, when you only have the one bag, I feel like it's up to you how you choose to kind of approach it. So I do think that as an evening clutch, wallet on chain, whatever, I really think this is gorgeous. Prada Re-Edition 2000. I think I've got the right one. But the crystal version, okay? The crystal version, she is actually really special. I've never really considered it. But that's a very special bag. And I think some people might be like, oh my God, why would you ever get that as your first designer handbag? Like, it's not versatile, it can't do this. Listen. Whether you think it's versatile or not, whether you think you can do it in the daytime, whether you think, you know, whether you think it can only work for night, that's all immaterial. I really believe that there is a place for the wow bag, that special bag that just makes you excited to use it. And I feel like that's that kind of bag. And I absolutely think that it's perfectly justified to get that kind of bag as your first bag, because do you know what, it's gonna pretty much go with anything because it's all crystals. So like, it's gonna go with your evening outfit. It's gonna, if your personality is that way inclined, I really think like, don't go with the really like safe option, the like staple classic, maybe boring option. And I know I'm kind of contradicting what I've just said, but like, bags are fun and they are like little works of art and they should be enjoyed, and there's no rules. And I really I think that that bag is like a statement piece, and it's the kind of bag that if I was somebody that was like, you know, I only want a few bags in my collection, I don't know, I think I'm kind of rethinking like my approach to kind of building my handbag collection, because it's not always about the classics. You know, I think there's definitely so much room to have fun, and I think that's like where I'd like to take my bag collection in the future. But I digress. Where are we gonna go? Okay, let's talk about Fendi. Fendi does not have a ton of bags under 1,500. Oh, and I didn't say that Prada bag is £1,300. Okay, so Fendi. Fendi don't have a ton of bags that are under that £1,500 mark. Like, what did we expect, okay? There are a couple of bags that I do think are worth checking out. I feel like Fendi kind of goes a little bit under the radar. Like, obviously people are just like obsessed with Chanel and Louis Vuitton, and even like YSL is really like moving up the ranks in terms of like people seeming to really love their bags. But Fendi's kind of flies a little bit under the radar. They really do have some beautiful bags. Now, for me, my Fendi wish list consists of one bag and one bag only, and that's the Fendi first. Okay. Let's take a moment for the Fendi first, yeah? Okay. However, the Fendi first, the small size is £2,100. Yeah, so it's not on this list. However, the camera bags that Fendi do, I think are really quite cool. I mean, you've got the brown kind of Fendi FF monogram print, very cool. It's not as saturated as a Louis Vuitton print, but you do get, you know, if you're somebody that loves a logo, the Fendi camera bag is really cool. If your style is kind of casual, I really can see this like just kind of making an outfit, just really cooling up an outfit. That is, I can't believe I just said that. That was so cringy. But do you know what I mean? I don't know. Fendi just has that kind of edge to it. There's a couple of camera bags. I'm going to put them on the screen. I believe one is £930 and I can't remember the other one, but we're definitely within the £1,500 mark. So I really like the look of these camera bags. Now, I have done an honorary mention for the Fendi Mini Baguette, but I kind of love that bag. I told you, the only thing truly on the wish list from Fendi is the Fendi first. However, I know that the Mini Baguette, or maybe the bigger baguette, will be in my life at some point. Like, it's just, at this stage, it's a must. Because like I said, I do love that Fendi FF print. Listen, I love a monogram, like I do, I really do. But that Mini Baguette, guys, that's £1,650. Like it's over the 1,500. Oh, but she's so cute that I had to mention her just in case. And it does come in leather. However, you know, the leather is not going to be the budget that we're talking about here. And I actually really like the canvas, but it is canvas and it is tiny and it is £1,650. So, you know, I can't in good conscience truly add it to the list, but I think she deserved a mention. We haven't talked about YSL, and I think you can't talk about bags under £1,500, or first designer bags for that matter, without talking about YSL. I have my Loulou here, my beautiful Loulou. However, the Loulou is now no longer under £1,500. It actually was over £1,500 like a year ago. This bag, beginning or like towards the beginning of last year guys, like 2020, this bag was £1,320. It's now £1,645. What are we playing at? What are we playing at? Maybe because Chanel's pricing is going like through the roof and, you know, people are being priced out. Listen, I don't know the technicals, I don't know the reasoning, but clearly there's demand for YSL, more demand, because the prices are steadily increasing, and they're not small increases. Like, I saw a wallet on chain, the Cassandra wallet on chain recently. It was £1,000 just a few weeks ago. It's now £1,215. So like, YSL are not playing games when it comes to their price increases. So sadly, this actually doesn't make the list. Now, obviously I've mentioned it because I do think that it is a wonderful first bag. However, there are some pros and cons, but I do think it's a wonderful first time bag. If you want to see my full thoughts on this bag, I'm going to link that video in the cards. I have done a full review with mod shots and all of that on this bag. So definitely check that out. But instead of this, I have put the Toy Loulou in instead. I have a little clip of the Toy Loulou next to my small Loulou. But what I love about the Toy Loulou is you get a similar look to this, but it's really great because it's a crossbody bag and it comes with the leather strap, which makes it casual. But because that strap is completely detachable, you can add your own strap, you can add a chain strap, you can add a shorter strap, and you can kind of play around with it and dress up the bag or dress it down. And I think for that reason, the Toy Loulou is actually a really, really good start. And also what I love about the Toy Loulou, and with a lot of YSL bags, the colors, the fabrics, the textures, like there's a lot of choice. There's a suede Toy Loulou that suede. Honestly, like they really know how to do like velvet, suede, like I think there's even some tweeds. I'm not crazy about the tweeds that I've seen from YSL, but the leather is beautiful. The suedes are beautiful also. So I do think that the Toy is a great alternative if you really are kind of trying to stick strictly under that £1,500 mark. If you can stretch a little bit over, maybe consider this bag, but I do think there's a really great amount of versatility with the Toy Loulou anyway. Since we're talking about YSL, we might as well cover the two other YSL bags I have on this list. Okay, the first is the Cape bag. This is like such a classic YSL bag. It's been around for ages. I remember years ago, before I'd really even got into handbags, kind of lusting after the Cape bag. It's very simple, it's very classic. You genuinely can never go wrong with that bag. Now, if that's your style, if you like a kind of clean cut classic style, you know that this is going to be in your wardrobe for a really long time. There's no like, you know, it's great. It comes in lots of different colors, different sizes. And then I think the Cape bag is a really nice option. Now, the last YSL bag on my list is the YSL monogram. What is it called? It's the YSL monogram pouch or clutch. Clearly I've not done my homework, have I? If you're looking for an evening clutch, look no further. Essentially it's a wristlet, but it can be converted into a wallet on chain by simply adding a chain. In terms of the style of bag and the price point, it's a steal. It's £520. You can get a discount on this bag on Farfetch. I think an evening bag is a really great option as your first handbag. You may not, like I said, you may not want a bag that you are gonna wear every single day, but you want something that feels special. £500. It's just dipping your toe. It's seeing what's the waters like. Do I like this vibe? Do I like the luxury handbag game? Does it make me feel sick to spend this amount of money on a bag? And you know, it's a nice entryway into purchasing a very expensive handbag. So I think this is a really great one. It comes in some great colors. I'm also really interested in the bright pink. Kind of crazy for me, but I kind of love it, and yeah, I'm very interested in this. Okay, back to Louis Vuitton. I have here my Pochette Felicie. I have recently done a video about whether I think this bag is still worth it after the price increase. I will link that video, and that will give you a little bit more of an insight into my thoughts on this little clutch bag wallet on chain situation. So I did not lie in that video. I take issue with this bag in terms of the amount I can fit in it, all of that kind of thing. If I was to do this bag again though, I would get the Empreinte leather version. Everything I said in that video still stands. However, the Empreinte, I don't know if I'm even saying it right, but the Empreinte, you know what? It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter the issues that I have, because that leather, oh, it's so, I just love it. Don't get me wrong, I still think this goes with a lot. So actually what's on my list is, yes, this Pochette Felicie, but in the Empreinte leather. Be warned, it doesn't fit a ton. It really doesn't fit a lot. However, you know, for an evening, that's okay. So I'm happy to add the Empreinte leather version of this onto my list. I still enjoy this bag, but it's not what I thought it was going to be. It's not my favorite, and I do kind of wish I had it in the Empreinte. I haven't included anything from Gucci. There are quite a few bags from Gucci that fall under the £1,500 price point. However, there's nothing that falls under the price point that I would consider as my first bag. If you've watched some of my previous videos, you know that I have the Gucci Dionysus in the new small size with the Swarovski. I knew I wasn't going to say it right. The Swarovski crystals in the tiger head. Oh, love that bag. But that bag is now, I think it's almost £1,900, which is actually insane. I did not pay that. I got it pre-loved and I got it for less than half. Did I get it for less than half? I would have put the Gucci Dionysus in the mini size on this list because that falls under £1,500, but that doesn't speak to me the way that that new small size is. The new small size speaks to me. For me, out of the Dionysus range in the Supreme print, the GG Supreme print, it's the new small size and the new small size only, okay? And the mini is cute, but it really kind of gets lost and you can't really fit very much in it. You can't fit much in the new small, but the mini, I can't add that to the list. Now the Dionysus in the leathers, those are very, very beautiful. So those are the bags that I think would make a really great first luxury handbag purchase. I hope this was a useful video and it was somewhat entertaining. Really, this is all a bit of fun. If you did, I would love it if you subscribed to my channel. Leave me a comment on what you thought. I'm really trying to grow my little channel at the moment, so any and all subscribers are very much welcome. And with all of that said, I will see you in my next video. Bye guys.